Another landmark case relating to representation of people Act 1951 in particularly relating to corrupt practices that we would like to discuss. And in this leading case, Aanugrha Narayan Singh vs. Harsh Vardhan Bajpayee in the year 2017, where the Supreme Court observed that providing false information about an electoral candidate's qualifications cannot be considered as a corrupt practice. So, in that context, we would like to discuss some of the provisions of the Representation of People Act 1951. As the electoral system in India is governed by Article 324, Article 324 to 329 of Part 15th of the Indian Constitution, the Parliament has the power to adopt laws concerning elections to the Parliament and the state legislatures according to the Constitution. In particularly Article 324 of the Constitution establishes the Election Commission of India as the country's watchdog for free and fair election. So, the Representation of the People Act 1951 were enacted by the Parliament, and it governs election to the Houses of Parliament and the Houses of the state legislature, as well as the qualifications and disqualifications for membership of in those houses. It also governs the conduct of such elections and the resolution of doubts and disputes. So in this present landmark case, Aanugrha Narayan Singh vs. S.R.Bommai Bajpayee in the year 2017, a bench of the apex court heard a plea challenging the ruling of Allahabad High Court. The ruling was regarding dismissing a similarly titled petition to declare the election of an MLA as null and void. However, the apex court refused to interfere with the High Court's order of dismissal. The petition argued that the MLA indulged in a corrupt practice under Section 123 subsection 2 and Section 123 subsection 4 of the Representation of People Act 1951. The Allahabad High Court held that inaccuracy or concealment of regarding educational qualification of the respondent did not amount to unduly influencing the voters. So, what exactly corrupt practices means as it is provided and defined under the Representation of People Act 1951. As regarding Section 123 of the Act, it defines corrupt practices to include bribery, undue influence, false information, and promotion or attempted promotion of feelings of enmity by a candidate, while Section 123 subsection 2 defines as it deals with undue influence, which it defines as an direct or indirect interference in the part of the candidate with the free exercise of any electoral right. This could also include threats of injury, social ostracism, and expulsion from any caste or community, as while Section 123 subsection 3, which prohibits the candidate from using their race, caste, community, or language for the purpose of seeking votes. while section 123 subsection 4 provides that it extends the ambit of corrupt practices to the intentional publication of false statements which can prejudice the outcome of the candidates' elections under the provisions of the Representation of People Act 1951. An elected representative can be disqualified if convicted of offences such as on the grounds of corrupt practices, failing to declare election expenses, interest in government contracts or works. So, what practices has the court held as corrupt practices as it was held by the apex court in the 2017 that an election will be annulled if votes are sought in the name of a candidate's religion, race, caste, community, or language, as per the provisions laid down under section 123 subsection 3 of the Representation of People Act 1951. So also in 1994 in S.R.Bommai vs. Union of India, the court held religion cannot be mixed with any secular activity of the state. In 1955, the apex court in Jamuna Prasad Mukhariya vs. Ram upheld the constitutional validity of section 123 subsection 3 of the Representation of People Act 1951. Subsequently, in the year 2022, the Supreme Court directed a three-judge bench to look into its 2003 judgment in S.Subramniam Balaji vs. State of Tamil Nadu, where the court held that promises of PBs cannot be termed as corrupt practice. So, hereby we would like to conclude our discussion on this important landmark case, Aanugrha Narayan Singh vs. Harsh Vardhan Bajpayee, decided in the year 2017, where the very decision was revolving around what exactly corrupt practice means and how corrupt practice is defined under section 123, section 123 subsection 2-3 of the Representation of People's Act, and how far those practices of candidates could be determined as corrupt practices, and in reference to that we have discussed the provisions of the Constitution relating to election of different houses of parliament and also state legislative assemblies, and as for the establishment of the Election Commission of India and the conduct of elections in India as provided under Articles 324 to Article 329, and in connection to that we have discussed two landmark judgments delivered by the apex court in the year 1994, and that is S.R.Bommai vs. Union of India, and in particularly in the year 1955, that is relating to Jamuna Prasad Mukhariya vs. Ram, which was delivered in the year 1955, and finally While making the conclusion, we have discussed the 2022 direction of the Supreme Court directing to determine the question of the judgment delivered in the leading case S.Subramniam Balaji vs. State of Tamil Nadu 2-3 judgments. So hereby we would like to conclude our valuable discussion regarding corrupt practices as provided under Section 123 of the Representation of the People Act 1951 in the leading case Aanugrha Narayan Singh vs. Harsh Vardhan Bajpayee.